Hello everybody, it's Ari here, and today I am posting my day 10 video to gain a reputation with Sylvie. Okay, so few things happened. First of all, there was some dog tracks in Walker River, so I just assumed that maybe the dog is gonna be there today. So I ran around like crazy looking for him, but apparently that was not it. As you see here, I actually went through the whole map. And then we found out the dog is back in Santa Rosa. So I'm keeping that part short because I am adding the next part after you gain all the reputation needed. What happens after that? So a quick summary. In downtown Santa Rosa, you have to go to the kindergarten house right over here on the map. And the dog is still glitched. It's going to be glitched for most of the quests too, so yeah, I had fun doing them. So after you interact with the dog, you have to kill infected, inspect a bookshelf, talk to the dog again, and meet him at this point here. The next point is here. You have to kill infected, and then you talk to Sylvie at the spawn point. So that is it for me. By what I've seen so far, I think that the dog actually, for the first part, for those who still are gaining reputation with Sylvie, the dog only rotates in the first 3 maps, in the Sacramento suburbs, Bodega Bay, and downtown Santa Rosa. Alright, so after you gather enough reputation with Sylvie, you go back to Sacramento suburbs and talk to her at her house. I will point it out on the map. So after talking to her, she sends you to Bodega Bay to get a blanket. From the spawn point, all you have to go is out towards the farm secret passage and go up to the house that has the little broken wall right over here, and search the drawers for a blanket. Then after you find it, you go back and talk to Sylvie again. Afterwards, you are heading towards the library, which is past the playground or basketball, whatever. Look for a bookshelf in this area. Okay, so after you find a book, you'll have to head back to Lakeview and talk to Lynn. Lynn is the old lady at this hospital part of Lakeview. After talking with her, she is going to send you to downtown Santa Rosa to look for medicine. The medicine is located in the hospital right over here on the map. After finding none in the hospital in Santa Rosa, your objective changes and you will be sent to the Sunset Mall. In the Sunset Mall, you have to look for a clinic or a pharmacy on the lowest, most left corner of the map. It's the last building. So after going to the back room, you search the drawers again and you find nothing. Your quest objective changes again and you have to go back to Sacramento suburbs and talk to Sylvie. After reaching Sylvie's house, you notice that she is not in there. You see footprints on the floor and you follow them. And of course I'll mark them on the map for easier tracking. The footprints lead to the park and you follow them until you reach the bike. After examining the last footprints, it gives you an updated objective. Your next destination is downtown Santa Rosa. As soon as you get there, you will see the dog near the spawn point. After interacting with the dog, it tells you you have to follow him, but he doesn't move. That's where it starts to get glitchy again. To unlock the next objective, you have to go to this house. Right over here, I'll mark it on the map. You will see Sylvie there. Then your objective changes and it tells you you have to interact with the dog again. So this time you go back down to the spawn point and talk with the dog. After interacting with the dog, he is going to disappear. So now you run back to Sylvie and you should see the dog right in front of her old house. If you do, that means you're on the right track. Then when you talk to Sylvie, the dog appears next to her, and the next part she says that it's too loud and the infected are making too much noise and you had to turn on the radio. When you go to turn on the radio, you will be missing 2 batteries. I tried looking for batteries in 2 ways. First, I looted the house and I killed the infected. The infected didn't drop anything. I found 2 batteries in the house. One was actually in the bathtub. Yeah. So my suggestion is to loot the houses and don't kill the infected. You are gonna have very low luck in finding one. After you insert the batteries into the radio, your next objective will be to kill infected. This one took me a while because you have to kill a lot. Just make sure to stay in the square and you should be fine. And the spawned infected from the screamer do not count. So let's take care of that part and I'll see you after. Alrighty, so after killing all the noisy neighbors, your objective changes and you have to go back inside and turn off the radio. You know, I swear that's probably the only quest I actually read through and it ends depressing. And then afterwards the annoyment starts because, well, you'll see for yourself the next day. So after you turn off the radio, you go back to talk with Sylvie and you see that she is dead. Yeah, I really shouldn't have read the quest. So your next part will be to bury her. There is a little plot at outside near the bike and you bury her there. Then the dog appears and just lays there depressingly. And you try to comfort him, but he's sad. Then you go back to Lakeview and talk to MacLeod. So yeah, that was really upsetting. I kind of feel bad for saying she can't take care of her dog. Now I can see why. I don't know why, but I'm really feeling bad for the character, and it's not even real. After talking with MacLeod, she insists that the dog is important because he's the only one in the game and that I have to befriend him. As you may see in the end, there's a lot of people crying here. I am not sure if it's because of the character death or they find out how many points you need for the next part of the quest. Either way, it's really depressing. Because this one took me a while, I am going to be behind a few hours because I still haven't done my day 1 gaining reputation for the dog. So that's going to be out sometime later tomorrow, and hopefully day 2 is going to be back on track. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something, I hope some of it was useful, and I will see you the next day. Bye!